Hi, my name is Calvin Clark of the 79th. I'd like to commend my inspector for doing a good job, often reaching out to the bars in the neighborhood. My question is my establishment is Moore Bar and Lounge. We give a popular party called Langston's. My question is that when you get a disorderly conduct or some ticket is written up on you and it is dismissed and it is sent to the SLA, and is the police department working in conjunction with the SLA that when a ticket is dismissed, the SLA says, well, they dismissed it, but we're still going to fine you for it?
Well, I think the review process, I think, is separate, two different entities. Going forward with a review by the SLA, the totality of the circumstances would need to be addressed as well. The fact that the summons was dismissed, I believe that they're still going to look at the fact pattern and have to prove their case relative to what actually had taken place. Now, mind you, looking at what was in the past, we're not discussing past practices, we're discussing best practices. And the fact that we shifted a policy of a fair enforcement action followed by review by the precinct commander and the borough, a number of things will happen. Number one, summonses wouldn't be given out willy-nilly, okay? And number two, if in fact there is a disorderly premise summons given out, there's going to be a lot more facts in that processing that are going to come to light relative to the court case itself, and as well as the information that will be passed on to the SLA. I think the past practice is that the summonses were not constructed, it could have been a better job relative to the constructions of the summonses, so there's a training issue relative to that as well. So not only are we looking at when do we give a summons, but we're also looking at when we do give a summons, are we doing it appropriately? And I think that helps in terms of what is the relationship between the summons and the SLA enforcement.
Again, let's make it clear, it's our hope as a result of all of this, and this is only a couple of weeks old now, but it's our hope as a result of this going forward that establishments that adopt the best practices as it relates to their premises and what's appropriate will find, and the review process that they've now created will find fewer disorderly premises summons being issued in the first place. If they're not issued, then they can't go to the liquor authority either, and they can't be used at your community board, when it comes for liquor license renewal either. So that, is what we all have to work on here. That's the new dichotomy that the purpose of this meeting is designed to address. A new attitude and a new approach on our part, a new attitude and a new approach on the police department's part. Let's go forward, get involved, with us. Everybody, by the way, anybody who came who did not sign in, please do so, because that's how we will communicate with each other, through email updates on what's going on. You can then respond to us saying, well, 2 weeks from now, we had an incident which we did everything in the best practices. The police department came. There was no investigation. They issued us a, disorderly premises summons, just like the old days, right on the spot. We need to know all of that. That's why they introduced you to all the people from the boroughs. They need to know that. We think there will be a difference going forward. That's the whole point here.
Okay. Max?